Tony, I feel like this is going to be a very exciting year for you, just getting back on the mound. How much are you looking forward to not only what you can bring, but just being healthy and being able to be a true option?
Yeah, I mean, end of the season last year in a really good spot. Continued my growing progression or whatever through the playoffs. Almost made the squad. We had some things had to go south for me to get on there. Luckily they didn't and pulled it off. But went to the offseason 100%, and then just coming back, feeling good, ready to roll.
How valuable do you think that time was? I know how badly you wanted to be a part of it, but just looking back, being able to then fully go into the offseason, like you said, 100%, do you just see kind of the value in that, especially knowing it's a shorter offseason, you have to be starting in Tokyo, and then being ready for this full year?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the thought of coming back ramped up the intensity, so I got to actually push my elbow a little bit at the end of the season there, and luckily it held up, and I was feeling good at the end, and then basically just had a normal offseason this year, and short, but it feels right.
There's been a lot of moves for this team. How excited are you for who this team has brought together, how special this group is going to be, and how talented this group is going to be?
Yeah, every time I look at it, it's like, oh, we signed so-and-so, like, okay, our bullpen's stacked. I'm like, wait a second, our starters are all stacked, and our lineup is stacked. I think just top to bottom, we're in a really good spot to have a lot of success this year, and goals to win another World Series.
Well, was it a pleasant surprise getting as close to coming back as you did at the end of last year? And how much does having a normal offseason kind of help going into this year?
Yeah, I mean, I was pleased with where I was at the end of last year. I thought I could compete back at the major league level, and didn't work out. Didn't get to come back fully, but it's okay. I think it all worked out in the end, and the fact that I got to have a normal offseason, go into my normal how I do the off season, and taking a little break and coming back and having it feel as normal as possible, it felt really good.
Have they talked to you at all about what the workload might look like, especially the fact that you're coming off surgery and some of the other guys are coming off similar spots?
I've heard nothing about what the workload's going to look like.
I think like on pretty much any other team, right, you would just kind of slide right back into the rotation. Here it looks like, I don't know, they're like 12 guys. What's kind of like your mindset, I guess, in terms of kind of earning a spot, or what are your kind of thoughts on that?
We have a star-studded starting rotation plus 4, so I think there's always competition to make a spot and make a starting spot, but I think I'm in a good spot to do that.
When you guys were on the community tour this week, what was that like?
It was a lot of fun, with everything going on in Los Angeles the last month or so. It's incredible that the Dodgers do such a good job of giving back to the community, and all of us coming out to help with that. I think it's been very inspirational, and got to see a lot of joy put on some kids' faces and some adults' faces, and just it feels really good.